Carlson with Your Essential Practice and youressentialpractice.com. Let's jump right into today's divinely guided 7/7 portal room reading. Greetings, everyone. How are we all feeling out there? As usual, let's cleanse this energetic space with the singing bowl. And we have the $2 note that represents uncommon abundance in our lives. While we ring the singing bowl, we are simultaneously giving gratitude towards and inviting more of that uncommon abundance into our lives. I invite you now to please relax, take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, concentrating on the energies of today's divinely guided rune reading. 7/7 portal. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Today we're using the Unikite runes. If you would like to purchase a rune set of your own, I do hand make these. And you can find them at youressentialpractice.com. This is the energetic past of Ansus. This is the divine communication, divine downloads, right? The prophetic dream work, this intuitive healing work. This is the rune of communication. You've been opening yourself up to more communication in the past. And with this recent last Gemini season, I would hope so too. Also with this Jupiter in Gemini, right? Expanding our communication, right? Right, expanding our understandings, right? Ansus likes it when we're in our divine communication, right? This is our time to meditate. Really, connection, meditation should come easier during this time too, during this spiritual gateway, this huge number 7 kind of energetic portal. A lot of people think to it as the closing of the Sirius star gateway. So you can definitely look up that information and see how that resonates with you. All right. So these divine dream work, a lot of divine downloads, maybe a lot of epiphanies, a lot of really deep introspection leading to clarity, divine guidance, really leading the way for you here. Look at that. Right now, you're in this energetic rune of partnerships. Wow, this energy has been huge recently, y'all. Gibo is the rune of gifts, divine gifts, really, and like your spiritual gifts, the enhancement thereof, the opportunity of partnerships, that give and take balance, right? Especially when it comes in the form of relationships. There is no adverse or inverse way to look at this rune. This is a great, fortunate rune for you. So you are in this really awesome time celebrating these gifts and partnerships, this new partnership in your life perhaps, right? This is awesome. So you are really coming from a very divinely guided place, this divinely guided partnership. Maybe you're healing with your spiritual gifts and enhancing, really getting into more of your spiritual gifts work. We are really called to do that a lot more here recently, okay? Sorry I keep adjusting these. All right, so very near future, this is the rune of faith, or the elk rune. This is August. This is the rune of divine protection, right? Self-defense. This is those antlers on the elk, right? That majestic energy of the elk, just really like your firm root chakra, that really solid, right? Planting your hoof in the tundra kind of energy, right? Just majestic and magnificent. So I also like to call this the George Michael's rune because, you got to have faith, baby. So moving forward, you have to do this in such divinely guided ways, right? And August is just saying, yeah, this is scary. We understand, but, I got you. This is another one of those kind of like how Perthel the Gambler's Cup has his hands up in the universe. Divine is saying, hey, I got you. This is the same way. right? And also anything that comes at you in an adverse way, you're divinely protected. Just have that faith. Just come from that place of knowing, right? That very healed aspect of self, and which has been awesome, divinely guided for you if you've been into that healing work here recently, okay? Action taken for the best outcome here is in this U branch, Y-E-W, right? This is the bow that is fashioned from the ash tree. And this is the branch of endurance, right? And strength and just fortitude, just being really able to endure any energies that come across, right? The bow had to make successful shots over and over and over again, and so have you, right? You are really enduring a lot of energies here upcoming soon. Again, reminder, if we freeze up and do not endure, then we become this Isa rune. This is that stuck, frozen, rigid, repeating life lessons, right? Sinking back into old energetic pattern addictions, okay? So just caution moving forward here with this Iwa's rune, okay? Toughness, stability. Iwa says you can transmute this, you can become the sun rune, right? That looks a lot like the sun rune. Sawilo, right? Or you can flip this around and transmute it some more, or flip this one around and turn it into Tiwas, that arrow, that victory. You're turning this into a discipline practice for you. Whatever you're doing is you're implementing something new into your life, somebody new, some new energy into your life. All right, just have faith that if it's meant to be, that it'll be. Know that you're divinely protected. Whatever you're manifesting during this portal here, be very cautious. And also, you can also add those taglines, right? Like, I would like this, please, or something better. I just add something like the tagline or something better at the end, right? So just kind of rambling there. I apologize. Othala is on your mind. Yeah, where's your foundations? Right? You have to have faith in your foundations. You have to have faith in your endurance. Your endurance and your foundations go together. Othala is that rune of inheritance, that legacy. What are we leaving behind? How are we leading by example, right? How is our root chakra? Like, is this that rebuilding of that tower that we went over these last couple rune readings, right? A lot of Hagala's energy out there in those last rune readings. But Othala here is on your mind. Beautifully so, because I believe this is coming from a healthy place with it being on your mind, right? Your legacy, your stability. What is that looking like for you? How are you enduring, right? How is this foundation enduring? And you're moving forward in divinely guided, very faith-driven steps. So kudos to you for this divinely guided work here. When we're looking for divine answers, right? And we're being led by example with these partnerships, these gifts, this partnership moving forward here too can help you build this legacy, what we leave behind, right? For a lot of people, could be finance, could be like a career, could be, or something like property, some sort of land, like a deed, right? Or some sort of financial windfall. Or I like to also think of it as spiritual practices, the evolution thereof, right? Adapting, being willing to change and adapt and grow and learn, right? And endure, applying all of these beautiful energies towards your foundation and really strengthening it. What do we have to risk to lose here? Yeah, is that grounded energy, right? So Urus, the ox rune, that natural vitality, right? With this partnership, this is directly impacting your natural vitality here, right? So if this partnership with yourself, with divine, this whatever this is, with your spiritual gifts, right? If you are not continuing those in healthy ways, like Urus has those instructions, right, and knows how to get the job done. It's going to be very slow, methodical process, and it will eventually get there, and it's assured, right? But don't lose your patience in this matter, because this is worth taking your time over, okay? That's the message here, is that don't really rush too much, but yes, this is divinely guided. Endure it, whatever you're manifesting here. I think for a lot of you, this is a new career, and you're really enhancing or maybe learning a new spiritual gift, right? Maybe you're learning how to read runes from me, right? I give classes on that, right? Just as an example. Let's look at what we have for an outcome here, a possible outcome. Yeah, the Gambler's Cup says take that leap. The universe, like I said earlier, universe is going, hey, I got you. Take that leap. This is, so we had George Michael over here. This is Kenny Rogers. I'd like y'all to meet the Kenny Rogers rune. This is Othala, the Gambler's Cup, knowing when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, when to run. You are going to be all the wiser after this with this divine communication, all this insight, this claircognizance working in your favor, right? All these divine intuitive downloads and healing intuition, developing partners and spiritual gifts in naturally guided ways. Please do not risk losing that, right? That structured stuff, because I know it's scary. It's new territory for you. The 7/7 portal is going to manifest you whatever you're really is on your mind here. And so just be sure you're ready to endure. And the action taken for the best outcome, we all are in this constant cycle of endurance. There's no reverse or inverse meaning to this, right? So this is a lot like the circle of life, wheel of fortune. It could be whatever you make it to be, right? What you have the power of is over now. How are you responding? How are you reacting? Are you really funneling everything through that love filter? Are you responding with love? Are you understanding with love, right? If you're answering no to any of those questions, then you know where you need to go for your healing work, right? So again, this is beautiful. Othala is that initiation process, right? This is like the beginning of something. This is like a birthing process. This is that friendly and competition or initiation, like a board game, or it could also be something more significant, like a birth or a pregnancy, beginning of something new, like your career, self-employment even. So just really, we come into this knowing how we start in all of those situations, right? But then we have all these variables that we adjust and kind of aim for this outcome, but we're always changed at the end of this in beautiful ways, because Othala says, hey, look, I got you. August is reinforcing this, saying universe has got your back. If you're looking for a yes or no answer for your rune reading today, the answer is yes. Othala, that Gambler's Cup, right? It is what it is. It's going to be divinely guided regardless of what choice you make. And believe me, follow your yeah, right? Follow it, right? If it doesn't resonate, talk about it, all right? And at least you learned something. All right, so moving forward, let's get a message of clarity from the Soul's Journey cards. These are spiritually guided messages straight from Source, straight from Divine, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity you have for us today for today's divinely guided rune reading for this 7/7 energetic portal gateway. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have 2 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the deck here. Incidentally, on the bottom, humor. So a little humor to address any of these aspects, right? So guilt, says I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I believe we just had that recently. And growth says I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Let's read about those cards. Let's read about this guilt card first. All right, so guilt says I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. As a reminder, right? The energy of fear has many guises to complicate your path to loving yourself. Guilt is the most devious because it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's self-imposed emotion that pretends to be instructive and enlightening. And remember, instead of responding with guilt, we can always respond with humor directly on the other side of that energetic spiral, right? So guilt can help us grow when we realize that our actions have been hurtful to others and that we need to make amends. After we do so, it's time to learn from the behavior and move on, right? That's the final part of any apology, right? Is the application thereof, like changing that behavior, right? The problem arises when we hold on to a guilty feeling that serves no purpose other than promoting self-destructiveness and low self-esteem. No one is perfect, right? Everyone makes mistakes. Guilt is not always rational. But if you examine it subjectively, act on it, and release it, it becomes a temporary emotion. Long-held guilty feelings are never good and will create a roadblock to self-love and happiness. You must continually scan your environment and current emotions for any guilty feelings and bring them to the surface for analysis. Healthy guilt is a warning that action should be taken. Irrational guilt needs to be released, right? And that's that ego response, right? That's part of why we have an ego. A lot of people say, oh yeah, kill the ego. No. We want the healthy ego. It's there for a reason, right? And that's to help us deal with these responses, right? Recognize these responses and pivot, right? We don't have to change our whole identity. We just need to pivot and be a little bit more humble, maybe humorous with ourselves, right? Let's look at growth. Again, it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. You are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you. It's about recognizing every person and circumstance on your path as a teacher. Right? We have something to learn from everybody, don't we? The constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from the signposts that Spirit has left on your path. Take the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge these gifts and take time to take them to heart and honor them as you continue your sojourn in this physical dimension. Don't look for the opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that are given to you. Right? We need to be more thankful for these opportunities, recognize them as opportunities, not problems. Right? This happened to me. No, let's adjust how we talk to ourselves. That's how we talk to the universe, right? This happened for me. Yes. I have the opportunity to solve this and learn and grow and develop and better myself, right? Instead of that victim mentality, right? All right, let's get into the fairy cards. The fairies, are divinely guided beings that love to assist us in our journeys. And so the fairies have a message for us immediately. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need, right? That, like that song, Lean On Me, how can I feel those of your needs that you won't let show, right? So let's read more about this card. Ask for what you want. Ask-firmations are awesome, by the way. While I'm looking up this card, ask-firmations, if affirmations don't work for you, if you're having a little bit of difficulty with affirmations, I challenge you to research ask-firmations, right? All right, this says ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. This card serves as a reminder of the importance of asking for your desires. The universe is much like a restaurant in that you need to put in your order before anything can happen. Your current situation calls for action in your part. First, spend time clarifying your desires. Then tell the universe clearly what you want. You can always qualify your best... What? Okay. You can always qualify your best requests with the prayer, this or something better. Did I not just say that at the beginning of the reading and this card jumped out at us right away? Y'all, divinely guided message here. If you're looking for that yes or no, again, this is a yes, a big banner waving yes. Follow those green flags. Stop looking for the red flags all the time. You're going to find whatever you're looking for, right? Ask for what you want along the way. This or something better, so that you don't unwittingly limit yourself, right? However, you do need to make a clear decision about your desires, right? So when you're asking the universe, the fairies, your higher beings, whatever, your archangels, ascended masters, your lineages, right? Be very clear and add at the very end, or something better. Have that room for growth. Don't limit yourself and don't feel so guilty moving forward. Just communicate, right? Additional meanings for this card are: be honest with the people in your life, or tell the universe what you want, or write a list of your desires, or have a heart-to-heart talk with someone you're in a relationship with about your needs, boundaries, and expectations, right? Those are very healthy conversations to have, instead of the boring, like, yeah, what do you like? Okay. Ask others to help you and accept the aid when it is offered is another meaning. Expect a positive outcome and your expectations will be rewarded is the final one here. Expect a positive outcome and will be rewarded, right? This is a very positive rune you're in right now. Gibo's super positive, right? You're looking at everything in a very positive way. You can endure together with this. You have to have faith in this moving forward, because this is building your legacy, right? Depends on how you look at this cup, right? Is it half full or half empty? Where are you pouring your energy? Because what you give is what you're going to receive, right? So when you're manifesting, what are you manifesting, right? Where are you putting your energy, your practices? Do you do your little ritual and don't really apply it? Or are you actually living it? Or just curious? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so right here we have the third eye chakra. This is beautiful work because a lot of that intuitive guidance is continuing to move forward with that divine communication, right? Just having the faith coming from that place of knowing, and being able to have the foresight and endurance, right? Leaving your legacy. You're really gathering and having a lot of that information now at your disposal with this other energetic influence or this new energetic practice that you're applying in your life. Just do so in very grounded ways and practical ways, okay? Have that open, honest, methodical, divinely guided communication and take that leap. That's all this is. Have faith in this outcome during this energetic, powerful manifestation period, right? Othala, this gambler's cup can make it or break it, but I'll tell you what, if you do not take the gamble, I guarantee you know what the answer is if you don't do this. I guarantee you. But when you do take this gamble, then you at least learn, right? Okay, that third eye chakra, let's go over these solfeggio frequency practices. At the end, I love to do this with a little bit of the aftercare for this. All right, 852 hertz is the solfeggio frequency for the third eye chakra, and it's located between the eyebrows and just above, right? Just a little bit above that eyebrow ridge. And is connected to the intuitive ability, consciousness, and wisdom. Signs of a blocked third eye chakra are lack of direction, confusion, and doubt, especially that self-doubt, and that comes from that guilt, all right? Really go within, and so you can allow yourself room for growth, right? When you listen to the solfeggio frequency of 852 hertz, you will work towards becoming more intuitive, open, and imaginative, and you will be ready to work with your third eye chakra only when your other first 5 chakras have been unblocked. So this could also be a reminder, like double check your chakra system, like make sure that foundation is all set for when you're going to be intimately connecting with these energies of endurance moving forward, okay? Whatever they may be, because whatever this is calling you to put your whole self into it, right? All right, so the mudra and the mantra for the third eye chakra, this is just a one-handed one. We just tuck in that ring finger, right? And we touch these 3 tips of our thumb, middle finger and index finger, and leave the pinky out. And we just touch it to our third eye, right? I'm using this as an example, like this is the spot on the forehead. And it's Aum, A-U-M, or Om, however you would like to pronounce it. Aum is the way I would like to go with this. So Aum is, or Aum, however you like to say it, right? 852 hertz solfeggio frequency. This mudra really helps with focusing those colors, that energy, right? That electricity, right? That psychic connection, right? It enhances your spiritual gifts, really. And this also is that reminder, again, to tune up your other chakras. Start always with that root chakra and then work your way up. Right? I know a lot of programs and apps start at the top and work their way down, but really we should be starting with that firm foundation and legacy to leave behind a more healthy structure in the future, right? Because then we can afford to take this gamble, right? Because Divine's got our back, we got our back. This other energetic thing, whatever this is in your life, it's got your back. Just ask for what you want, you're going to get it. What a beautiful rune reading, everyone. I've been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. If you'd like a rune reading from me, some counseling, some Reiki education, rune education, want to purchase any runes from me, you can contact me at youressentialpractice@gmail.com or youressentialpractice.com. All right, that solfeggio frequency, again, is 852 hertz. The mantra is Aum, A-U-M, and that mantra, or that mudra, again, is just like this. And we're touching it to our third eye. 852 hertz, playing that indigo color, that psychic connection. Ooh, that psychic connection, you can feel it right in your inner mind, that pineal gland just, it's so beautiful. When you're working with that healed lower chakra system first, beautiful, beautiful healing, y'all. Namaste, have a blessed and abundant 7-7 portal.